So, we are going to start chapter 4 of Scarlet Hollow. And new news about. But yeah, we're getting to Scarlet Hollow. Boop. There we go. Decided to wait till the afternoon because I was doing some cleaning. Alright, here we go. Black Debbie! And we got loot. Yeah. Note, the decision you made in episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences, and a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in the preferences. So, and remember, we gave up no number of years to our life to allow Charles Shaw Jr. to rest. Would you like to see a recap? Let's do this one. The long lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late night stops and CD depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. And this is one of the theories I want to talk about, is why the house is in such shambles. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Afraid! I love Dustin. He's best. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms. Just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness, your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it! Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Make yourself at home. From now on, you're back at the estate before bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder you're still a team distant. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Have either of you seen Rosaline around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what you can manage right now anyways. Stay home. Wait for the weekend. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place has a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for its portrait, and the entire mine came down. Also, remember what we discovered during the haunting? That Charles was framed for it. That ended up being a member of our family, the Scarlet family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Also, revisiting this makes me think Tabitha didn't know, or doesn't know the whole story. There's also a theory about that. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Also, that gives me pause. I didn't wonder if she knew or knows about the seals. Beth, are you alright? You and Tabitha managed to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Holy shit, you're okay, thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. Also, I love that. I love that Alexis is just finally, done with Becca's shit. And is just nope. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the shop mine, you barely notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall and to the visions it's imparted upon you. Also, hang on, I just heard something. I just want to make sure nobody's trying to call me or text me. There are two of them now. What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter, move in. Kick dust and maul him out. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Beth, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of that situation all right. Morning. Is new blend ready? Of course. Beth, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will meet just a minute. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Beth, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know. Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. I also don't know if colors mean anything. We'll come across another taped colored key later, so I don't know if that means anything, but we'll see. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. Yep, he's a dog. Kenai. And judging by the series of portraits lining the walls, Tabitha wasn't pulling your leg. Every mayor of Scarlet Hollow in living memory has also been a dog. That also makes me wonder if there was ever a human mayor. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Sounds like old Gretchen, the mayor, may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Beth. Everyone's been buzzing about you. That also makes me think, especially the way he said that. I wonder if he hears like the bees and stuff, and if the bees are like, new person in town, me. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls and paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. I'm gonna get a drink, guys. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to him. Next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Beth is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can't handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure it'll be okay. I also just noticed everybody else has sauce. Reese has no sauce. He can only handle plain pasta. I mean, I'm assuming it has like butter or something on it, but he apparently can't even handle sauce, so you're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. Look, that's the nervous look I was pointing out when we played this section. She's definitely nervous. Keep that in mind for later. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends. Oh, Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Also, while we can see it, notice how much longer than usual Reese's fingernails are. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there will be a reason why that's noticeable. Also, notice his ears, that they're kind of a bit more pointed. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Keep that in mind. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Seems I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The store around it stained in reddish brown. I'm going for it. Wait, do you hear music? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. That also kind of makes me think. I mean, I don't know for sure, but could Charles have brought the ditchlings to the town? I don't know. We don't really have an answer on that right now, but It's potential? Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! I love Tabitha. I hope I didn't come too late. It wants something, doesn't it? I think you know which of you should volunteer. She's trying to insinuate Tabitha should volunteer. And there is an option. Like I said, if our relationship with Tabitha is really, really good, she will volunteer. She will pull us back and be like, I'll do it, you know. You must be joking. You take a step toward the light. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight and about what's happened to you, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Beth. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will get worse from here. Wake up. You open your eyes, it's a new day, and you feel like shit. You were hoping some of your strength would return to you after a good night's sleep, but you feel just as drained as when you dug yourself out of that shallow grave. Your limbs are heavy, and your heart struggles to keep up with your movements. You feel like you've lost something that was important to you. I did what had to be done. I don't care what happens to me. I made the right decision, and I'll do it again. What have I done? I hope this was worth it. This is great. I can't wait to finally be dead. Life goes on. What happened yesterday, and today is another day. I have no strong opinion. Should we do that one? Yes, you did what had to be done. Who knows what would have happened had you left that ghost behind to fester? An involuntary shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing okay, heart. Also wanted to ask if you've heard from Stella. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. We can call Stella. We can text Stella. Haven't heard from her either. I'm sure she's fine. Oh God, what if she's in trouble? What if she's hurt her dad? Maybe she's sleeping in. Never mind how Stella is. How are you doing? Everyone had a rough night. What if Wayne got her? Does Stella disappear like this sometimes? I'm gonna do this one. Does Stella disappear like this sometimes? Kinda? But with everything going on, I don't feel comfortable letting her run off on her own. We should look for her, right? Come to town. We should stick together. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. You can take a shower, check the closet, visit Dustin. I'm gonna take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, this shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you think about the door in the clinic. You're so drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today. You're sure of it. Think about the specter of an early death that now hangs over you. Think about the afterlife. It's undeniably real at this point. What you've seen is horrible. About Stella running off last night. Think about Duke. Scrub feverishly. Think about Sybil's warning. Think about Wayne. Think about someone special. I'm gonna do this one. You think about the afterlife. It's undeniably real at this point. What you see is terrifying. You're done here. You turned off the faucet and dry yourself off. Check the closet. There was some things that moved. There's no denying that the doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Notice there's some stains on Kenai, and judging by the residue that was left behind, you're pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room. But was he there while you were out the previous day? Or did he enter while you slept unaware just a few feet away? Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Let's visit Dustin. Hello! You open the drawers. They both have a bread now. And that's my question. How did they get a bread? How did they both get a piece of bread? Is Tabitha feeding them? Or is Wayne feeding them? Human is back. Smell old now. Maybe changed mind about eating us? Could be the end of Dustin and Dustin's mom. I would never eat you. I love you. I guess your glass house still has a squatter. I'm gonna do that one. Tried to reclaim glass house last night, but asshole squatter too big and strong. Dustin mom stand no chance. Might have to live in Dustin house forever. Human big and strong too. Probably more big and strong than the asshole squatter. You fight? Give Dustin mom glass house back? Anything for you, Dustin. I'll do my best. But no promises. Fight someone or fight something. I'll see what I can do. No way I'm not brave enough to get into a fight with some creepy squatter. I don't care how rustically charming you are. I'm busy, Dustin. I'm not accepting a quest from a possum. I'm gonna do this one. Fight someone or fight something? I'll see what I can do. Squatter have sharp things on head. Human, be careful. But Dustin's mom would be eternally grateful to human. Dustin too. And I would never eat you. I love you. Dustin's mom know better than to trust. When push comes to shove, survival more important than friendship. Dustin's mom spend too much time outside. It's different inside. There's enough bread for everyone here. No need to eat, friends. Dustin still have childhood innocence. Hope Dustin get to keep that innocence forever. I should get going. Okay. I think that's so cute. That's that. Head downstairs. Time to face your cousin. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight bundle of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Kenai, your cousin's posture is tense, but that really isn't surprising, all things considered. You probably don't have long before she leaves to handle the strike. Talk about the strike. Talk about what happened last night. Have you heard anything from Stella? Kanika can't get a hold of her. If the mine's in trouble, you just sell it and sell the estate. Get out while you can. You probably should get going. I'm gonna ask about Stella. Have you heard anything from Stella? Kanika can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. Shall we talk about what happened last night? So ghosts are real. I still can't get over that. I'm sorry about last night. We should have left. You regret what happened to me last night. I didn't think making a deal with the ghosts would feel so physically bad. I thought I was making a metaphorical trade. It feels good, doesn't it? Getting rid of something our family left behind like that. Kind of want to do this one. You have no one to blame for this but yourself. I wanted to leave. You refused. Who just goes and makes a deal with an angry ghost? Why would anyone do something like that? So ghosts are real. I still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? You're a Scarlet. You're probably going to die young anyways, and I still have a mind to run. Should we talk about the strike? Kenai. How are you feeling about the strike? You can be honest with me. It's going to get ugly. People are going to lose jobs, and if I don't play things right, the town is going to be devastated by the fallout. I'm used to playing the part of a villain. If that's what people see me as for holding this place together, then so be it. There's also a theory related to that, so hold on to that thought. So that's why the ditchlings were here. They were predicting the strike. Usually I'm pro-union, but do you know what the strikers even want? You probably should have seen this coming. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's the right thing to do. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's no use trying the inevitable. Just fire all of them. I'm sure it'll be easy enough to pick up the pieces. I can't believe the gall of these people after everything you've done for this town. Some people just never understand the birth of leadership. You're in a really difficult spot right now. With everything else going on, I think I'm going to do this one. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's the right thing to do. I don't know what they want yet, but I can assure that whatever it is, I probably can't give it to them. Not now. I'm barely keeping things afloat right now. It's been that way for a while, and that's also a hint as to why the manor is so poor. I want to be able to give people more time off. I want to be able to give them raises. I just need more time to fix things before I can afford to do that. Let's do this one. So that's why the ditchlings are here. They were predicting the strike. Those doughy things we saw at the library yesterday? Look, I get it. There's weird stuff happening right now. But let's not muddy something as mundane as a strike with the supernatural. They're 2 entirely different things. Should I do you probably should have seen this coming? Who's to say I didn't? It wasn't ever really a question of if, more a question of when. Forgive me if I didn't expect them to walk out a few days before my mother's funeral. Couldn't even wait till Pearl Ann was in the ground. I'm gonna do this. Usually I'm pro-union, but... Come on, your mom just died, can they not? Shouldn't they care about the mine doing well? Or should I do that one? I kind of want to do this one. You work hard too. They should realize that, right? As if it's easy being the boss. Let's do that one. Should I say this one? If the mine's in trouble, you should sell it and sell the estate. Get out while you still can. Tabitha bristles. I'm not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet Mine. I'm not just going to cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. You probably should get going, right? Yeah, I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? See, she's warming up to us. Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Should we talk to Frou Frou? I want to talk to Frou Frou. You walk over to the cat. Ooh! Sister, I have no idea how to even say that. I'm sorry, guys. I'll pause so you guys can read it. There we go. Wait. There is something different with you. Have the years finally caught up with you? I made a deal with a ghost, so I'm old now. I missed you last night, Frou Frou. Will you ever let me pet you? Do you know anything about the stone carvings? I kind of want to, but I also kind of want to make this conversation. I made a deal with the ghost, so I'm old now. Every day that we open our eyes, we are making a deal with life. All of us are stones upon the shore, weathered a little more each day by the relentless tides of time. Philosophical cat, okay. We will all be ground to dust by an uncaring universe, but that is the beauty of life. I'm gonna ask that one. Do you know anything about the stone carvings scattered around town? I'm not here to be your commentaton. Chien detective, je suis un chat. I'm here to watch you flail about in the darkness. I'm not here to provide answers to whatever mysteries confound your feeble American mind. Ow, Frou Frou! Will you ever let me pet you? And coat my fur in your disgusting human oils. No. I'm not gonna mention the opossums because I don't remember if I've done it. So I'm gonna nod respectfully. She scoffs, her tail twitching with annoyance, but you can sense she's less annoyed than she usually is. Maybe she's getting used to you. Bye, Frou Frou. Good talk. She scoffs as you turn away. I'm gonna investigate the garden. Whoever kicked out Dustin's mom is in the garden right now. You better look into it before you head into town. The air is chilly today. The overcast sky hanging oppressively over the weed-choked flower beds. Investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cuttings of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. Talked animals, the glass house, one could say. You step toward the door. It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. It was a goat. So this is Dustin's mom's squatter. Talk to the goat? What's your name, little guy? Goat. What are you doing in the greenhouse? Human put me here. Can't complain. Pretty sweet digs, honestly. Stay nice and warm, and there's plenty of eats, too. Only one other human. Well, except for Wayne, but that's more likely just a vessel. Did that human have a brown coat and big boots? Coat like what, fur? Nah, not brown fur, yellow fur. Just on the top, like all you humans. Don't know what boots are, can't help you there. So it was Tabitha. Because we all know what color Wayne's hair is. Where'd you come from? Farm. Used to live with the guys like me. Kinda miss them. But not that much. Don't gotta share anymore. Examine the lock. It looks sturdy. You'll need some tools if you're going to get this open. Maybe Stella or Kanika could lend a hand later. Guess I'll leave you to it then? See ya, or not. It's a wild world out there. You've investigated the garden. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Kanika waiting for much longer. And we're gonna fuel up with the peanut butter and jelly. And head to town. Time to head to town. I almost kind of want to stop here just because we've gone for quite a bit, and then that way we can do the whole, because there's a whole meeting up with people, there's a whole talking to people, there's a whole going to various places to try and find Stella because she's missing. So I think we're gonna save it here for right now, guys. But I don't know if I want to say tomorrow, but tomorrow or maybe Friday we'll go we'll do the other part, because that way we can play for a little bit longer, do a little bit more stuff. So, plus I have to do some cooking and work on the recipe for tonight, making meatball stroganoff, and haven't done it in a bit, so I'm kind of have to do some things a bit differently than I normally do. So I want to give myself plenty of time to get everything done. So I will. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Um, Let me know. Like I said, let me know in the comments if there's any other games you want me to play. Um, I also would like to try and figure out how to, um, like I can upload gameplay footage from my phone, and there's a couple of like merging games I play on there that might be fun. And of course, there's also Sky, which I've posted about on my channel a little bit. Um, but yeah, just let me know if there's any particular game you guys want me to play. Um, I will, like I said, I will upload a poll once we get done with chapter 4 of this game. And you guys can help me decide which game we should play next. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Whoop. There we go.